All right, I couldn't stand it any longer. I had to have a place to work. Tired of working outside in the cold and the heat. Excuse me, in the heat, the summer heat, and not a good level floor, not good lighting. So here's what we've done. Room, we've got room. I hated to do it, but I moved 2 cars out. And to make room for this duster, I've got to get on the duster. I've got plenty of room now. I've got well-lighted shop. It's coming up winter. I'm gonna have heat. I can work 360 degrees around the duster. For the first time in a long time, I had this much shop room. Moved all the tool boxes and that sort of thing down this aisle here. Got it all out of the way so I can work. And I'll show you what we're getting ready to do on the duster. Lots of room. All right, not sure where I left off on the last video. I rebuilt the front end on this side. Lower control arm bushings, upper control arm bushings, upper and lower ball joints, strut rod bushings, etc. Sway bar bushings. We're gonna try to, this was the worst side, try to get to the front end alignment shop. If I get a chance, I'll try to get the other side rebuilt, but it's not nearly as bad as this was. The electrical system on this thing is screwed up. Nothing works. I've ordered a blower motor, a headlight switch. I've got the wiper pivots I got to replace. Vern's gonna bring me a spare because one of them is bad. I've got the seals, the bushings, windshield. Got the windshield took down all around the frame there, took it down to bare metal, got it in 2 coats of epoxy. I've got new clips to attach the stainless with. They finally came in. Got that little spot right there. We had to fix that. I got to sand it down, block it down, and prime it so we can put the windshield in. The windshield, I guess we'll try to get that in next week. Then I've got to start on the wiring. It never ends. Nothing works electrical on the car. Fuse boxes hanging down. There's wires everywhere. There's not a single fuse or anything in the box. Wires are hanging loose all over the car. So we're gonna start working on the electrical system, try to get it squared away, see if we can get lights, gauges, all the things we need there. I replaced the fuel line, front to rear, fuel tank, fuel pump, all that sort of thing, and actually took it for a drive. And it let me down. I had to have a wrecker come pull me in. Transmission's gone. Let me back off here. Transmission fell out, so today I'm going to try to get the transmission out, get it rebuilt, and my goal is to get this duster running by the end of the month so I can make it to the next MOPAR meeting without getting hacked on because I'm driving a non-MOPAR meeting to the club. That's the plan anyway. Let's get to work. Well, look who walked in the door, the Rust Queen. Hey, that doesn't look like Rust working clothes to me.
Church clothes.
Okay, well, a Rust Queen, I had to push her car outside. She's not real happy with me, but I'm sorry, chick. Mine's out there too. Moved the Barracuda out too in the 52 Oldsmobile.
Yeah, but I don't think at its age, it needs to be outside.
It might, at his age, it may not be outside, need to be outside, but it's spent the last 50 years out there, so a little longer won't hurt. And we'll get back on it soon.
Okay.
All right, so that's the plan. Duster, running, driving. Oh, I got to hang an exhaust system on it too, get the front end aligned. It doesn't end. End of the month, end of October, that's the goal. Oh, and I forgot to mention, all the little bushings are worn out, broken in the windshield wiper arms. Everything on this car is junk. So I finally got some bushings in. Actually, I picked those up at O'Reilly's. And I'm gonna replace the bushings and try to get the windshield wipers going on this thing as fast as I can too. Most cars are negative ground these days. So always, before I put it up on all fours, I always disconnect the battery. Negative terminal first, disconnect it first, hook it up last. That way you don't have to worry about arcing anything. Blow up a battery in your face. Also, the distributor cap, if the distributor's in the rear of the engine, I'm getting ready to pull the transmission out, and I always pull the distributor cap off swing it forward, get it out of the way, because that engine will tend to tilt back and sometimes break a cap. I break a cap and have to replace it there with the profit for my job. That's what I always do prior to getting the transmission out. All right, Vern dropped in, my buddy Vern dropped in, my little brother. He's working on a 68 satellite. Yeah, what's going on, man?
Just getting it ready. Jerry helped me out last week. We got the pulleys done, the water pumps done, the alternator's all hooked up, the power steering's on there now. Except I'm having an issue trying to get the power steering hose, but that ain't no biggie. Got the kick down there. We got to hook it all up. You see right here, we ran one of those Russell fuel lines on there because we had to loop around the drive shaft.
Yep.
And we got that kind of figured out. And I'm just looming up everything, you know, putting looms on everything, keep the wires off the headers.
Yeah, looks good.
And we got to put the wiring on for the distributor.
Yeah.
The, you know, the
yeah, ignition
box and all.
Right.
And then we're putting on, right now I'm doing the ignition switch and door locks on it. And then I'm gonna probably try to fit the radiator in it next.
All right.
And then we got to connect the starter wires up. We're getting closer. And if you want it, come on down and get it. It's still here. I haven't listed it online or anything for sale, so I'm just trying to give the YouTubers a heads up first, you know, because y'all watch this channel. And there's more to come.
I'm glad we're making progress on it. It's looking good. 440, brand new engine. Hasn't been started yet. We're going to do a first start on it. And a run in.
How long is it going to take started, Jerry?
3 seconds or less.
All right, all right.
3 seconds or less. So you can't start one. I don't care the situation. If you can't, once you got it ready to go,
Yep.
if you can't start in 3 seconds or less, you're not doing something right.
Well, Jerry can do it.
All right. Let's go see what's going on in the duster.
See y'all.
All right, we got it up in the air. I've got 8 jack stands underneath here. I had one fall on me one time, nearly crushed me. So I don't trust him. I mean, it may have been my fault, but it may have been a defective jack stand. I don't know. Anyway, we got it up in the air. 8 jack stands underneath it. Clean, dry, well-lighted shop. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Let's get the transmission out. Reminds me of the old days when I could pull out two and a half Chevy transmissions, and at times it takes me to do one MOPAR. That's just the joys of MOPARs, I guess. High dollars and high dollar, more expense and more work. But anyway, it's out. What do you think, Vern?
MOPAR, made out of parts already rebuilt.
I don't know. I don't know. We're going to take that to Noah Anderson. He's North Carolina Hall of Fame drag racing
Extraordinaire.
Yeah, extraordinaire. And he does transmissions all the time for drag cars. I got to start sourcing things out. I'm never going to get everything done. I'm getting old fast. So I'm going to send that to him, and we'll have a new one to go in next week.
Tell him about your big time you took it out on the road after you got the engine and all that ready. And
Well, yeah, I had to.
Tell him what happened.
I had to depend on Clay's wrecker service.
No, but tell him before that.
Well,
It was a beast.
Well, I mean, you know, it's with that 220 gear. I mean,
Yeah, it had a
but boy,
276.
the MPG is going to be good. That's all I
No,
know.
this is what he told me. He tried to scare me.
Hey,
I know he
the
said full of
MPG
junk.
is
He
good.
said, Vern, this thing launched. And I was like, yeah, it launched. Yeah, it launched on the back of the wrecker. He had a cable on it. He said the wheels come off the ground. Yeah, they did. The cable. And that's what a guy told me one time in high school. He used to pick on me at MOPAR. He said, you know what direct connection is? I said, no. He said, that's when he put the J hooks up underneath the front end of the tow
MOPAR.
truck. He said, that's your direct connection.
Oh, crap. Well, we're hacking on them. We love them and we hate them.
Yeah.
All right, you guys, we're going to call that a video, I guess. Vern did some work on his car.
Yeah, we got the radiator in it. What else? New ignition key and switch and door locks are in it. And the shroud, power steering line I'm still messing with. Yeah, so it's all coming.
All right.
MOPAR takes time.
MOPAR takes time and money. And patience. All right, you guys, we'll catch you. Huh?
And Band-Aids.
Yeah. Yeah, gauze, disinfectant, antiseptic. All right.
Yeah.
Catch you guys later. Thanks for watching.